How do you host a career day at a high school? Well, I'm going inside this school here in Austin, Texas, and I'll show you exactly what I do to make my speech engaging and interactive with the students. Let's go inside. This is passing period. Look at all these kids around. This is amazing. Wow, look, I'm vlogging, you guys. How's it going? Wow, hey everybody. Today I'm going to show you that. This is exactly how to speak at a career day at a high school to high school students. My name is Nick Gray. This is a second career day I've spoken at. It's actually not technically a career day. We'll talk about that. But I will be speaking with and engaging. Let me ask Rue, what year are the students? Come up and say hello.
Hi.
Okay, this is Rue as well. What year are most of the students?
Most are sophomores, but it ranges from sophomores to seniors.
Sophomores to seniors.
But it's open to anyone in the school.
But it's open to anyone. And what year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
A sophomore too, cool. Awesome, thanks Rue. So we'll talk to some sophomores. This is exactly how to talk to sophomores at a high school career day. Fish puffs?
Yeah.
This is what's wrong with America. This cannot be your lunch. Welcome everybody else. Thank you guys for coming. So feel free to eat and to snack. My name is Nick, and I'm gonna be your guest speaker today. First, I want to do an icebreaker so that I can get to know y'all and know what's gonna happen. And to do this icebreaker, you're gonna need to take your phones out. I find that sort of Instagram, a certain part of Instagram is a window into the soul. And do you guys know what I'm gonna say? The page on Instagram. I want you to look at your explore page. So let's do something, okay? Rue, look around this class, this group. Do you think 100,000% that everybody knows everybody's name?
I don't think so.
Fantastic. I'm so excited to do this. So let's do a little, can we do an activity together? Great. So let's do an activity. Let's all stand up and let's come stand over here. Note what I'm doing, by the way, how I'm counting off the groups. Because if you host an event and you want to put people into small groups, you can't just do this because you guys are all friends. You stood up together, right? And so we have to count people off and split off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember your numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. I think we're going to be into groups of threes, actually. Ones find each other, twos find each other, threes find each other, and fours find each other. Great job. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to go around your circle and introduce yourselves, even if everybody knows each other's name. Just say, my name is such and such, whatever, and then tell them what's on your Instagram Explore page and why maybe that's on there, okay? Go now. You guys have about 1.5 minutes. So what we're doing is a quick icebreaker activity for the students to help them mix up and mingle amongst the group. And we ask them to introduce themselves and share the Instagram Explore page. Now I'll ask them about that later, but a little activity like this at the beginning helps to get the engagement going and take it away from this idea of sage on the stage, which is the speaker who knows everything, and more into the idea of like, hey, this is communal. We're in this together. What do you guys have so far?
Cookies.
Cookies.
We have a lot of food on our...
A bunch of food stuff.
I have a lot of food.
Some food. Food again.
I love food. Like, it's my favorite thing.
Mine's like 90% Formula 1.
90% Formula 1. This is awesome. So while you guys are on your Instagram, look up the Instagram right now. Rue, can I ask them to follow me so I can get close to my 70,000 followers? All right, guys, please add me. I'm Nick Gray News, Nickgray News. I promise that I will give great stories and banger reels. And that's not just a promise for them, it's a promise for you. So check the links in the description. I have all my socials down there and I have so much more cool content to show you. I promise you, there's some really cool stuff. You gotta check it out. Okay, back to the video. Good job with the icebreaker. Did you guys notice how we split people up into small groups? We had you do a quick activity and we did the small groups by counting you off so that you didn't just like pair. Hopefully you got to just like chat with somebody new. Cool? Let's go back to our seats and we'll talk more about work or something like that. I'm gonna quiz you guys. Who came here to the last speaker? My goal is just to be better than she was. So what did the last speaker say that was interesting or helpful? I'm putting you on blast, sorry. Okay, good. The bar is low for me to do better than that. All I have to do is do one thing that's memorable. Hand up. What'd the last speaker say that was useful? Anything? I'm crushing this last speaker. My #1 goal is just to be the best speaker for at all times.
Wow, I just realized these girls didn't remember anything from their last speaker. At this moment, I totally threw away all my plans to talk about business, entrepreneurship, and college, and I just decided we need to have fun. So let's play a game. It's from the improv world called 3 Things.
So I'm going to talk a little bit more about my college experience, and then we'll see if any of that is helpful. And then we'll do a little bit of Q&A. So I want you guys to think about if you have any questions for me on various stuff. I was a business major, but I did something really cool, which was I was a member of a comedy troupe at college, and that really helped me with like speaking skills and things like that. I do find that speaking skills are so helpful in like the corporate world, and that's really important to people, and that sense of confidence that you have. And the only way to get good at it, it's so silly, but the only way to get good at it is just to practice and just to like do that stuff. Have you ever heard of taking improv classes? Would they, do they do anything here at school about that?
No.
Okay. We're gonna try to play a little improv game now because I've decided to torture you guys. And so to do the improv game, except we're gonna do it sort of whispering, so we'll do a whisper version of it. So let's do it and let's come back over to our stand-up area. I can't wait to teach you guys this. So here's how the game works. You guys come over here real quick. Everybody come in super close. So this game will be called These Are 3 Things, okay? So I will call out somebody's name and then something like cereals. And then you will have to name 3 types of cereals. When you say each one, we all punch in the middle and say 1. Okay, but we're gonna whisper because we're in a library. Okay? And then they'll say another one. We say 2. And then you say another one. We say 3. And then at the end, we say, these are 3 things. And then that person chooses somebody else and something else to name, okay? So I will go first, and you get to choose what I will be saying.
Ooh, choose a good one.
Don't make it too hard.
Why don't we do, are you okay with breeds of dogs?
Yes, yes. So now you say, Nick, breeds of dogs.
Nick, breeds of dogs.
Okay, ready? Bulldog.
1,
Pug.
2,
German Shepherd.
3.
These are 3 things. Okay, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Baked goods.
Cupcake.
1.
Cakes.
That 2.
Croissants.
3. These are 3 things. Okay, you choose somebody else.
Chloe.
Oh, yes.
Chloe. Wait.
Sports.
Colors.
Colors. Good.
Colors. Blue.
1,
Red.
2,
Yellow.
3. These are 3 things. Okay, last one. Choose one person.
Oh, God. This is stressful.
Make it spicy too.
Spicy?
Yeah, go.
Does anyone really want to go?
Not spicy. I mean, not like rated R, but just harder. But just, harder than, I don't know, colors.
Emerson.
Emerson.
Wait, I gotta think of it.
Okay, think of a good one.
Does anyone have any?
Make it spicy.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Name 3 emotions.
Happy.
1,
Sad.
2,
Anxious.
3. These are 3 things. Nice job, everybody. We're doing this game 3 things because the energy in the room was low. These girls are used to being active. Just they don't like being bored like in a classroom. We needed to get them up. Number 1, remember, you got to get people up, move them around. And then number 2, we needed a fun physical activity of a game. That's what 3 things does. All right, so now that I've raised their energy, we're gonna go down, sit down, and do a little bit of Q&A. Get them thinking. By the way, if you're doing a Q&A, you wanna seed it before. Let them know, hey, we're gonna do Q&A soon. Be thinking of your questions. Don't just spring it on them randomly. Anyhow, here's how I did the Q&A. Check it out. What type of questions do y'all have, or what are you thinking about? Yes.
Is there anything that helped you figure out what you wanted to do in college? Like what you want to major in?
Good question. This is kind of sad. I think at one time I wanted to be like a religion major, like philosophy. And I'm so glad that my parents didn't let me because those things are kind of worthless when you like try to get a job. And the harsh reality is that college is so expensive now that you like kind of have to optimize for like what type of job you can get. So I did a business major, and I wish I could tell you guys like follow your heart and like do whatever you want. But the reality is like you kind of have to get a job eventually. And so doing something that was like businessy focused that helped me kind of go to anything, that did kind of help.
I have a question.
Great.
Can you share how you came up with your idea of museum hat?
Oh, what a great question. Did you think of that question with your goldfish lunch help of this? All right, what helped me come up with Museum Hack?
Yes.
I made a company called Museum Hack because I didn't like museums, and I thought museums were so boring. And a woman took me to the Met on a date. It was our third date. And you know how sometimes, I don't know if you guys are, no, you guys don't date. But sometimes it's like the guy plans all the dates. What I'm just saying. Sometimes the guy plans all the dates, and then at some point, like it's the woman's turn to plan a date, right? And this woman was like, all right, it's my turn to plan a date. I'll take you to the museum. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I don't really like art, but I like you, so let's go to the museum. Romantic, very romantic. And we went to the museum, and she talked to me about the art and the objects at my level, which is like a third grade reading level. And she's like, these are Egyptian things. And I was like, awesome. And she's like, these are paintings. And we just talked about things at a very simple level. And that, for me, changed how I looked at the museum. I was like, oh, I don't have to be fancy or know about the art to come here. So then I started to give my friends tours, and then I started to get really good at tours, and it became like my hobby. So before we break, now can we do a group photo? Is that okay with you guys? Nice, we got it. Thank you, everybody. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Quick interview. How did I do as your guest speaker?
You did great. This was my favorite one of all time.
This was my favorite
so
one
good.
of Rue's
So
Club.
good.
I loved it.
I
So
really
good.
enjoyed this, and I recorded the whole thing on my phone, so I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Great. I actually really liked this meeting.
I liked it. It was really fun.
Way more interactive than the ones we've had.
It was really good. I think that you were the most engaging speaker I've had so far.
So that's how to host an interesting career day presentation with students. Remember those things that I did. Split them into small groups, do activities, engaging Q&A, and try to keep it fun. Be real, be honest. By doing those things to put people into small groups, it helps keep your talk interactive. I didn't wait till the very end and try to present everything all at once. I tried to keep it interactive to get them up. That's another thing I hope you saw that I did, to get them standing up and moving around so they don't get sleepy and bored. Well, my name is Nick Gray. I love talking about career day and other professional advice. If this was helpful to you, will you say hi in the comments? Give me a like and a subscribe. It really helps me. And thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.